That's a bumpy ride. Today on What's Next Garage, we're going to be installing a Trac Seat suspension platform from www.tractors.com on this 2014 BadBoy Elite. Stick around. Here we go.
Trac Seats, tracseats.com. Important suspension mounts between seat and sliding tracks. Spacers may be needed on some model mowers. View the installation video at www.tracseats.com. This is the invoice for kit for the BadBoy zero-turn mowers. It doesn't say Elite in here, and then directions on where it's got to mount. And then here's this. Well, it's not super duper heavy. Okay. So this is it. And I think this makes it softer. Let's turn it to soft and see what happens. Oh, wait a minute, duh. This is just hitting here. So no matter how hard I push on this, I'm never gonna get this to go down because this is your pivot points here. Okay, I'm going to take this all apart. I'm gonna take the seat cushion off, and then we'll put it on there and see how it looks. I'll have to make up some little spacers for here so that the seat switch clears the springs, and we'll try that out. So we need to make some spacers, probably 3/4 of an inch. When I put the platform on, if I take this off of there, it still is at high, so we'll just take that off there for now. Okay, it's right on top of the seat switch, so I have to put these 3/4 spacers under there. I'll just put it over here. So now that is just clearing. It's just enough to clear right there. It has to be 3/4 whether you do it off of the seat or whether you do it off of the base. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put it together the way they recommend, knowing full well that I have to space up the seat so that it clears that switch. They do fit in the pre-existing holes, so that's good, all right? Why doesn't that want to slide? So now your seat lever is now this way, because they say to do that. So I'm going to try one thing. Maybe these, right? But that's not quite. That's like half of that. So these are 3/4, so that's probably like 3/8 high. But we'll remove them from here, and we'll bolt that seat frame, or the suspension frame, tight to this without these and see what happens. It appears there may be enough room for the suspension to actuate. So we're just trying to pull out as much height as I can. So let's fasten this down. Okay, so you see that seat switch here, and when you put the seat platform on, that's where it hits. So this won't even work. This won't work. That's not enough room. So it has to be that. So I pulled 3/8 of an inch out of it with these. Maybe that'll allow the handles to go in full reverse. But you need the spacer, otherwise you take this out of there. Otherwise you pull that out. And I just can't bring myself to pull the safety out of this system. Our seat is at, well, like 4 3/8, which makes sense because it was at 4 3/4. Now it's at 4 3/8. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be high like that. Either way you do it, it's going to be high like that. I just have to be cognizant. There's no lock on this, which is nice. So if you do pull it apart, but to get it attached, I'm going to have to tip the seat. Oh, lose my glasses. Tip the seat and then attach this. So probably would be nice to add some wear to it. Hold on now, what the heck's going on here? There we go. If you don't need the spacers like I do, you can expect your seat platform to be raised to 2.5 inches. That's the thickness of the suspension platform. Well, because we got to cut the grass here, I'm going to try and make it easier so we don't have to continually come through and raise the hose up. We'll get that other one in, then we'll set it back up. Shepherd's hooks. Who'd have thought? I think that'll be enough to be able to duck my head under.
Well, I just got done with about 2 hours of grass cutting. I'm not exactly certain about the seat height. It's about 3.5 inches up. My wife took a couple of passes. She didn't like it right away. So I can't get the handles to go all the way back in reverse because now the seat handles hit. I've got a couple ideas. They'll have to be modified. But that's going to do it for this episode of What's Next Garage. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.